When you walk past someone in severe distress, someone deeply ill or living on the street, your first instinct is to look away. You speed up your pace, avert your eyes. Psychologists identify this as the avoidance reflex. Your brain automatically puts up a wall. It is a biological mechanism designed to protect your nervous system from overwhelming distress, insulating you from the pain of others so you can keep functioning. We scale that reflex up to the level of entire cities. Modern societies construct invisible boundaries through zoning laws and unspoken social rules. We design our environments to keep the suffering parts of humanity completely out of our sightlines. Ancient societies did not hide boundaries behind bureaucratic zoning regulations. They built their entire civilizations around them, turning this psychological discomfort into rigid, unforgiving laws. The structure of human civilization relies on a brutal calculation, deciding exactly who is worthy of being seen and who is required to remain invisible. This map shows the Roman Empire at its greatest extent. This massive footprint represented the absolute authority dictating human value. Within those borders, a person's worth was strictly quantified. The empire categorized subjects by military utility, political leverage, and physical perfection. The physical environment enforced this hierarchy daily. The towering architecture loomed over the powerless, providing a constant visual reminder of exactly where you stood in the social order. If you were physically diseased, you fell entirely off the scale. You offered no military value, held no political capital, and possessed zero rights. Society treated severe illness as a moral curse rather than a medical condition. The required protocol was total, permanent abandonment. You were pushed to the desolate edges of the community. This wasn't just a loss of health, it was a total social excision. To be labeled unclean meant being barred from communal spaces, stripped of legal standing, and having your family declare you dead while breathing. In this world, the sick didn't just suffer, they were removed from the world of the living. In the middle of this rigid social system lived a man named Jesus. He held no political office, possessed no personal wealth, and commanded absolutely no military force. Instead of climbing the Roman hierarchy, he consistently bypassed it. He spent his time squarely in the margins of society, eating and walking with laborers, outcasts, and the people the empire chose to ignore. The environment where he traveled was harsh, dry, and brutally isolated, offering no cover and no comfort. Out of that isolation, a man covered in severe disease approaches him. For someone in his condition, stepping toward a healthy crowd was an extreme social violation. It carried the immediate risk of violent retaliation. The expectation of everyone watching was entirely predictable. The crowd would recoil in disgust, enforce the physical boundary, and vigorously drive him back into the dust. Two forces are directly colliding here: a staggering level of desperate human need, walking straight into an unyielding, centuries-old societal wall. The reaction breaks the social protocol completely. Instead of shrinking back or enforcing the boundary, Jesus deliberately steps closer. He requires absolutely no preconditions. He doesn't ask the man to prove his worthiness, pledge theological alignment, or offer any form of repentance. He simply reaches out across the divide. He closes the distance and physically touches the untouchable. If you live for years entirely deprived of human contact, the sudden warmth of another person's skin carries immense psychological weight. The physical restoration of his body is secondary to the profound emotional shock of finally being touched. By crossing that physical line, Jesus demonstrated that the barrier between the worthy and the untouchable wasn't a law of nature, but a human habit. In that moment, he ignored the era's entire social code to treat an outcast as a human being again. You don't have to believe in supernatural physics or adhere to a specific theology to feel the weight of this event. Even if you set aside the religious tradition, you are left with a specific pattern of behavior, a person making a deliberate, individual choice to prioritize another person's dignity over the rigid expectations of the crowd. It is the practice of radical empathy. It means doing the difficult, deeply inconvenient work of erasing the barrier to see a living, breathing person exactly where society has only stamped a label. The challenge endorsed today. It applies directly to the modern outcasts we carefully navigate around on our daily commutes, the people we still cross the street to avoid. The lasting power of this story lies in its challenge to human apathy. It leaves us staring at a single, uncomfortable question. Do we possess the courage to see people the way he did?